My doctor said I had 1 year left to live, and those words changed everything. I was sitting in his office, staring at the wall, trying to process what I just heard. He told me to get my affairs in order, to spend time with my loved ones, and to make the most of the time I had left. I'm Walter, 78 years old, and I'm about to share with you a lesson that I learned the hard way. It's a lesson that I wish someone had told me when I was younger, and it's one that I hope you'll take to heart. I grew up in a small town in Ohio in the 1950s. It was a beautiful place, surrounded by rolling hills and fields of corn. I lived with my parents and my younger sister, and we didn't have much, but we were happy. I had a best friend named Jimmy, and we did everything together. We explored the woods, played baseball, and got into all sorts of trouble. But here is what I never told anyone. My parents were struggling to make ends meet. My dad worked 2 jobs, and my mom took in sewing from the neighbors to help make extra money. I remember feeling so ashamed of our situation, like we were the only ones who were struggling. I felt like I had to hide it from Jimmy and the other kids, like it was some kind of secret. As I got older, things only got tougher. My dad lost his job, and we had to move into a smaller house. I felt like I was losing my childhood, like I was being forced to grow up too fast. I started working odd jobs to help out, but it wasn't enough. I felt like I was drowning in responsibility, like I was carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. But then something changed. I met a girl named Sarah, and she was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. She had long, curly brown hair and bright green eyes that sparkled like diamonds. We met at a dance, and I was smitten. I spent every spare moment with her, taking her on walks and talking to her for hours. But here is what I never told anyone. I was so caught up in my own problems, I didn't realize that Sarah was struggling too. She had lost her mom a year earlier, and her dad was struggling to raise her and her siblings on his own. I was so focused on my own pain, I didn't see hers. One day, Sarah told me that she had to move away. Her dad had gotten a new job in another state, and they had to leave. I was devastated. I felt like my world was falling apart, like I was losing the one person who truly understood me. I begged her to stay, but she said she couldn't. I was so angry and hurt, I didn't speak to her for weeks. I felt like she was abandoning me, like she was leaving me to deal with all my problems on my own. But then I realized I had been so selfish. I hadn't even asked her how she was feeling. I hadn't even considered her pain. That's when it hit me, the hardest truth I've ever had to face. I had been so focused on my own struggles, I had forgotten how to be a good friend, a good son, a good person. I had forgotten how to love, how to care for others, how to put their needs before my own. The revelation was hard to swallow, but it was liberating. I realized that I didn't have to be controlled by my own pain, my own struggles. I could choose to see the world from someone else's perspective, to feel their pain, to care for them. I could choose to love, to truly love, without condition, without expectation. But here is what I never told anyone. It took me years to learn how to do that. It took me years to learn how to put others first, to learn how to love without condition. And it's a lesson that I'm still learning today. My doctor said I had 1 year left to live, and those words changed everything. They made me realize how short life is, how precious every moment is. They made me realize that I don't have time to waste on my own pain, my own struggles. I have to use the time I have left to love, to care for others, to make a difference in the world. And that's the lesson I want to share with you. It's a lesson that I wish someone had told me when I was younger, and it's one that I hope you'll take to heart. Don't waste your time on your own pain, your own struggles. Use your time to love, to care for others, to make a difference in the world. So if you want to hear more stories like this, if you want to learn from my mistakes and my triumphs, then please subscribe to my channel. As I sit here reflecting on the journey that has brought me to this moment, I am reminded of the profound impact that our choices have on the world around us. The decision to focus on love, care, and making a difference is not always an easy one, but it is one that has the power to transform lives. I think back to the darkest days, when the weight of my own struggles felt crushing, and I wonder how different things might have been if I had known then what I know now. The reality is, we all face challenges, we all experience pain, but it's what we do with that pain that defines us. We can let it consume us, or we can use it as fuel to drive us forward, to push us toward making a positive impact on the world. I've seen it time and time again, people who have been through unimaginable hardship, yet they emerge stronger, more compassionate, and more determined to make a difference. It's a lesson that I've learned the hard way, through trials and errors, through moments of pure joy and moments of debilitating sorrow. But it's a lesson that I hope will resonate with you, a lesson that I hope will inspire you to reevaluate your priorities, to reconsider how you're spending your time, and to think about the kind of legacy you want to leave behind. Legacy is a powerful thing. It's not just about what we achieve or what we accumulate, but about the impact we have on the people around us. It's about the love we share, the kindness we show, and the difference we make. And it's never too late to start building that legacy, no matter where you are in your journey. Whether you're just starting out, or whether you're looking back on a lifetime of experiences, you have the power to choose how you want to be remembered, and the power to make a positive impact on the world. I often think about the people who have made a difference in my life, the ones who have shown me kindness, compassion, and love when I needed it most. And I realize that I want to be that person for others. I want to be a source of hope, of inspiration, and of comfort. I want to leave the world a better place than I found it, and I know that's a goal that we can all strive for. So, as you move forward on your own journey, I encourage you to keep this in mind. Don't let your struggles define you. Instead, use them as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to make a difference. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, and be that person for others. Focus on spreading love, kindness, and compassion, and know that every small act counts. It's the collective efforts of individuals who care, who are willing to make a difference, that can bring about real change in the world. It's the everyday heroes, the ones who don't always get recognized, but who are making a positive impact in their communities, in their families, and in the lives of those around them. And I truly believe that you can be one of those heroes, that you have the power to make a real difference, to leave a lasting legacy, and to create a ripple effect of love and kindness that can spread far and wide. As I look to the future, I am filled with hope and excitement, knowing that there are so many good people in the world, working towards making it a better place. And I know that together, we can achieve great things. We can create a world that is more just, more compassionate, and more loving. So let's do this. Let's make a difference. Let's leave a legacy that we can be proud of. And let's create a world that is worthy of our highest aspirations. As we strive to create this better world, We must remember that it's not just about grand gestures or monumental changes, but also about the small, everyday actions that we take. It's about the way we treat each other, the way we listen to each other's stories, and the way we support one another through life's ups and downs. It's about being present in the moment and being fully engaged with the people and the world around us. When we do this, we begin to notice the beauty in the mundane, the kindness in the stranger, and the love that surrounds us, even in the darkest of times. As we work together to create a more just and compassionate world, we must also acknowledge the struggles and the challenges that we will face. We will encounter obstacles, setbacks, and failures, but it's how we respond to these challenges that will define us. Will we give up, or will we persevere? Will we let fear and doubt hold us back, or will we push forward with courage and hope? The choice is ours, and the choice is not always easy. But I believe that if we can tap into our deepest sense of purpose and passion, we can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. I think about the people who have inspired me on my own journey, the ones who have shown me what it means to live a life of purpose and meaning. They are the ones who have faced their own struggles and challenges, but have refused to give up. They are the ones who have continued to push forward, even when the road ahead seemed uncertain. And they are the ones who have made a difference, not just in their own lives, but in the lives of those around them. They are the reminders that we all have the power to make a difference, to leave a mark on the world that is uniquely our own. As I look out at the world today, I am filled with a sense of hope and optimism. I see a world that is flawed, imperfect, and often unjust. But I also see a world that is full of beauty, full of wonder, and full of possibility. I see a world that is capable of great evil, but also of great good. And I see a world that is waiting for us, waiting for our unique gifts, our talents, and our contributions. So let us rise to the challenge. Let us be the ones who bring light into the darkness, who bring hope to the hopeless, and who bring love to those who feel unloved. Let us be the ones who create a world that is worthy of our highest aspirations, a world that is just, compassionate, and loving. Let us be the ones who make a difference, who leave a legacy that we can be proud of, and who inspire future generations to do the same. We can do this, I know we can. We just need to believe in ourselves, believe in each other, and believe in the power of our collective humanity. So let's do this, let's make it happen, and let's create a world that is a true reflection of our deepest values and our highest aspirations.